Every marriage fails. I know that sounds harsh, but hang in there with me because this might be one of the most freeing truths you ever hear about marriage. When I say that every marriage fails, I don't mean every marriage ends in divorce. I mean that every marriage eventually fails to give you what you thought it would. The dream version, the fantasy, the ideal that you carried into it. At some point for everybody, the illusion cracks. You wake up one morning and realize, this isn't what I signed up for. You aren't what I signed up for. And it's in that moment, not in the proposal or the honeymoon, this is when your real marriage begins. Most of us brought the same expectation into marriage, that the natural state is happiness, that if you just find the right person, everything clicks, but that's not true. The natural state of marriage isn't happiness, it's entropy. Without constant attention, communication, and emotional work, every relationship drifts toward disconnection. And almost no one enters marriage with the emotional intelligence or the communication skills to prevent that. So yes, every marriage fails. And that's not a flaw in your story. It's the universal human experience of partnership. I remember sitting with a client years ago who was in the middle of a divorce. She was crying. She was telling me something I've heard 1,000 times. I just can't believe that I failed. I can't believe that my marriage failed. This is when I expressed out loud a truth that had been growing in my mind for the first time. I told her every marriage fails. Every single one. Some people's failures end in divorce, but some marriages fail and stay together for the kids, for the wrong reasons. We all know marriages like that. A few people's failures become the starting line for a second or even a third kind of marriage, sometimes with the same person, sometimes not. But every marriage fails. And when I told her this, she took a deep breath, like something in her finally relaxed, because what she thought was her personal moral failure was actually just the human experience of love maturing. The real failure is when we confuse that breakdown with the end of the commitment we made. When we believe if it's this hard, I have to be with the wrong person. We live in a culture that is obsessed with replacing instead of rebuilding. But sometimes rebuilding happens inside the same relationship. Other times, rebuilding happens after it ends, when you're facing your own patterns and starting fresh from a place of honesty. Either way, the opportunity is the same. To stop chasing the illusion that marriage should be easy and start growing into someone capable of real, authentic connection. I've seen this happen in my own life. My own marriage has failed more than once.